all, it's me, Vidi. Welcome back to my channel. Fat people and McDonald's. This topic is quite sensitive, you guys. Be ready.
Body issues. That's the dumbest one ever. They talk about Hollywood going like, Hollywood, they create these impossible body images, blah, blah, blah. You know, that whole thing, the plus size actress, right? The fatties. Yeah? That's like a big thing. They're sick of being treated like fat people. I don't know what it is they're doing. They're going on the cover of magazines now, just like showing how fat they are, wearing a little bit amount of clothes.
A breakthrough, but I don't know if that's something that we need to celebrate about, you know. I believe that we need to be comfortable with our own skin, but I don't think like being obese is something that we need to hype about.
You are celebrating morbid obesity.
I am not celebrating
That's what you're
morbid
doing.
obesity. This cover, this is one cover which has a larger lady on the cover in a sea, in a world, in a culture which has venerated, since I can remember, thinness.
Misleading. It's a dangerous game to play. To love ourselves regardless, you know. I support that, but obese is not healthy.
Like, what am I supposed to do if I ever see a fireman running out of a building carrying a baby and an old lady? Am I going to sit there like, oh my God, you're like the fat actress that takes her shirt off to do a magazine shoot to promote the movie she's in?
Because by peddling false hope, they've actually been able to tap into women's insecurities. And in a sense, that's good marketing, right?
And everybody's like hyping them up, like, oh my God, that's so brave. That's so courageous. I'm not saying it doesn't take balls, but that's a bit of an overreach with the word brave.
Not really the right words, you know. Being comfortable with their own skin, yes, but I do agree with Bill Burr, you know. It's not really like brave.
You wrap it up in all this crazy clothes and all these ribbons and bows, and you show your bare midriff because you're brave, and you got your big old ass in these jeans. Like, yeah, it still looks pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Still look great.
Honestly, I thought
I know you're not supposed to make fun of fat people. I understand, all right? I don't know why, though. Why? They're not a race. They're not a religion. It's totally curable. Eat an apple and go for a walk. You know? Why are you yelling at everybody else? The fuck are you giving me shit for?
We have these things to shield people from. We call it fat shaming. You know, don't tell someone they're fat. Let them just be morbidly obese and go through life at a massive risk of heart attack or stroke or diabetes. Don't say anything, because then you'll hurt their feelings.
We're supposed not to be that sensitive about our weight, I think. We're the one who's responsible for the weight, right? I was obese when I was pregnant. I gained 28 kilos, so I know how it feels to be fat.
You put the cookies in there. I didn't. How is this my problem? Jesus Christ, you ate your way in, you can walk your way out. All right? And just slowly start shedding the pounds. Shove some fucking lettuce in there instead of a bunch of ho-hos, and it's gonna come down, and then you're on my side of the fence, right? Join me. Come on, say it with me. Shame. Shame. Right?
If you see a fat guy, how come he doesn't get the same sort of treatment? If you see a morbidly obese man in his underwear, no one's saying he's beautiful.
You never felt shame? You never had such a bad fucking night the next morning? You woke up, you couldn't even look yourself in the mirror. When you went to go brush your teeth, you looked up, you're like, oh, you fucking piece of shit. Wow. Wow, even for you, that was bad. Lights out, curtains drawn, until at least 2 in the afternoon before I can even look at you, you fucking piece of shit. Yeah.
Well, that happened to me too. Like during my PMS, oh God, I will stay away from the mirror. There's time when you feel like you are so not in your best presentation, you know. I did feel that way sometimes, you know, and it's normal, it's natural.
You're supposed to have no shame? That's the new world? You're just gonna walk around sucking dick, you know, eating cookies, and just show up, and nobody's supposed to say anything? No one's supposed to have an opinion? Like, wow, that's gonna go off the rails pretty soon. I know, it's probably mean to do this stuff, but like, you can only have so much sympathy. There's so much stuff you can care about. You know what happened to me that changed my life? I did a gig in India, right? Unbelievably great people, but some of the stuff that I saw there, I'll never forget. I saw a toddler take a shit between two parked cars, walked away, no pants or parents, and then disappeared into the crowd like Hannibal Lecter at the end of Silence of the Lambs. It's one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen in my life.
That's horrible, you guys.
And then I come back to my country and it's like, oh, the studio said I had to lose 15 pounds to star in a movie. Well, then start running, you fat fuck. That's your big complaint in life?
Yeah, I mean, some people deal with a much harder problem. If losing weight is the only problems you have, probably you're still fortunate enough. I know it's difficult, but it's possible. It's not something that is impossible, I think. Unless you have like this medical conditions, that made you gain weight, even you're not eating that much. That's another thing.
You know what it is about these fatties? You know what it really is? They have no respect for the amount of sacrifice and dedication it takes to truly get in like magazine level shape. You ever try to get all the abs and get that shit down here? You ever try to do it? It's fucking impossible! Past the age of 19, you can't do it without tons of help. You gotta read about nutrition, you gotta get a personal trainer, having you fucking running along. You need like your own chef, and he's like, okay, don't eat it yet, don't eat it yet. All right, now, eat it, start consuming it. All right, stop, slow down, stop, spit it out, spit it out. I told you to stop.
I mean, that is true. It takes process to get our dream body, if you do have a dream body. But it's not other people's responsibilities of how you feel about yourself. It's our own responsibility of how we feel about ourselves.
I said it also in the piece. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. That's fine. Whatever you think is beautiful, that's your deal. But health is science.
Yeah.
No, it's ridiculous. Like, I know nobody wants to be fat, so I'm not shitting on you about that. But don't fucking come at me like it's my problem and I need to fucking rewire myself. No, you're overweight, okay? There's plenty of things that can help you out. Everybody's got something to deal with. I'm a fucking lunatic with my temper. This is something I have to deal with. I do. You can't fucking stop eating pork chops. That's something you have to fucking deal with. I don't have to completely rewire myself.
I actually talked about this with my sister because she's quite big, quite obese, and I say you need to lose weight. Why we are not allowed to do that? If you're way too fat, it's not healthy, right? So I do it because I love her. It's not because I hate her and I try to bully her, but I just want her to realize that she needs to lose weight. I know it's not easy, but she needs to do something about it. That's just how it is.
You know, the big things that really made me feel old was when McDonald's started making salads. That literally ripped my heart out. I'm like, they're doing what? Well, you know what it was out of shape people complained to them. They're like, oh, you don't have any healthy options. It's like, dude, this is McDonald's. This shit is poison. Who the fuck comes here to get in shape?
I don't know. For some people, probably they're gonna gain quite easily with just like one burger, but it doesn't happen to me. It was never about what food that I eat, actually. I think it's more because I am quite active kind of person. I cannot just like sitting down or laying down all the time. It's not a thing for me. Being active really prevents you from eating too much and snacking all day. So I think being active all the time when you're awake is quite important.
Who the fuck goes to McDonald's to get in shape? Don't give me that horse shit that eating healthy is expensive. It isn't. Go to a fucking supermarket. They're throwing the vegetables at you. There's celery. Get it the fuck out of here. 70 cents, 25 cents for a banana, whatever the fuck you want. Get it out of here before it goes bad.
That is true, you guys. I mean, people say eating healthy is very expensive, but I don't think so. I mean, you don't have to buy the organic kind of bullshit, you don't really have to go to that level. If you eat veggie and egg and chicken, it's not going to be expensive. So it's not an excuse.
McDonald's is the reason why I'm out of shape. I would have got a salad, but you didn't have the option, so I was like, well, I guess I gotta get 52 Big Macs. Thanks a lot, McDonald's. Dude, you're an adult. It's not their job to babysit you. They're a fucking business. If you order 50 sandwiches, they're gonna give it to you. It's your job to not do it, you fucking dope. Right?
You go to McDonald's means that you're ready to gain weight, or at least feel bad about what you eat. Yeah, don't go to McDonald's if you're on diet. It's a bad choice. Do something else. Just stay away from McDonald's.
McDonald's exists for two reasons, okay? It's for drunk people and it's for children. All right? That's what this thing is. You're in your car, your kids won't shut the hell up, you go to the drive-thru, get a couple of poison burgers, You throw it down their throats, their little systems can't handle it. They start... And you're up front, you're bigger, you can handle a bigger dose of poison, you know what I mean? Pop in your Def Leppard cassette, you have a little moment for yourself. Yeah, that's what it's for. Like how many times have you driven out to a bar going, I'm just gonna have one, all of a sudden you had like 11, right? And you're hammered, and you're thinking, but you know what, you're responsible. You're like, God damn it, I drove my car here tonight. God damn it, I'm driving it home, all right? I'm not gonna burden this place of business by taking up a parking space in this completely empty parking lot for the next 6 hours.
Don't do that, you guys. That's very dangerous.
And then what happens? You get out on the road, you realize you're way more hammered than you thought. Who was always there for you? McDonald's with the drive-thru.
Oh, that was good. Pretty fun, actually. Don't be too sensitive about this. Just have to realize who we are, what we are, you know? Sam, as usual, Burr is always the best. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. See you guys very, very soon. Bye.
Okay, but let me ask you a question while you're standing up. Why is it okay for you to call her Skinny Minnie? But it's not okay for her to comment about someone's size that's larger.
Well, I don't know her name, so